Greetings, Patrick here. Welcome to Dollar Theater. That's right, Dollar Theater comes at you every Monday or so-ish. It is brought to us by our good friend Hobbs Horror, and this is a series where we pick and choose a movie that we will review that we got for $1.25 or less. $1.25 or less. They're out there. The sales are out there. In fact, I was watching a video yesterday. I was watching a channel yesterday, John Doe Juggalo, and he is also a library baller. He says he was picking up his movies over his library for 62 cents. 62 cents, and he was balling. So they're out there. You just got to hunt for them a little bit. So the movie that we got today is not a library movie. This is the movie that was left to me by my buddy Catfish. And I thought, why not? I've been sort of on a goofy movie binge lately. Fun movies. Nothing too heavy, nothing too serious. Not on this side. The Voters Edition, on the other hand, you guys have been picking up some pretty heavy shots over there. Some good dramas, some mysteries. Some meaningful rom-coms. It's been a little different. So Monday seems to be a little bit more lighter, and Friday seems to be, or Voters Edition comes out, seems to be a little bit more heavier. It's not by design. Trust me, it's not by design. It's just how I feel. And so right now I just felt like being a little bit goofy. And so we decided that we were going to watch and discuss Lake Placid versus Anaconda. If you take a good look right here, this is where our our video store, Family Video, this is where they put their tags at. So we know that Catfish got this over at Family Video. I thought I got this too. In fact, I know I got this, but I got the clean version. I got the SyFy Channel version. He got the unrated version. So there's a lot more, nudity and stuff like that. Some gratuitous nudity. I didn't get that. Mine was straight out of SyFy Channel. So anyway, this is from the Lake Placid series and the Anaconda series, and as they were both produced by Sony, they decided to cross them over. They both had ran franchises. Anaconda had done, I think, 5 movies at this time. This is the 5th movie for the Lake Placid series. And it comes out with a little bit of a little bit of some stars. Some stars were floating in here. Our good friend Corin Nemec was a star of this movie, and he was ably supported by Yancy Butler, Stephen Billington, the mighty Robert Englund. Someone told me that just because Robert Englund's in a movie doesn't mean it's a good movie. I think I have to reconsider that. I think you should reconsider that. I think Robert, whatever movie Robert Englund's in, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is not the first time that Robert Englund has done a Lake Placid movie. He also has done some other creature features movies, including Python, which he was really good at as well. So the story as it is there's there's sort of a lab doing some shenanigans. They're trying to get some eggs from an anaconda to create a serum called the blood orchid, and so they need to get those eggs, and whatever it costs, because it's the key to immortality. Well, unfortunately, the anacondas and the crocodiles both break out and cause all sorts of mayhem at the lab, killing several people, and so off to a running start. Now we see Clear Lake is we see 2 towns, Black Lake in Maine and Clear Lake. Black Lake is the town where the Lake Placid series is set, the one with Betty White and Oliver Platt. That was set in Black Lake. And then there's a little town a little bit south of that called Clear Lake, and that's where all these sorority boys and girls or sorority babes and fraternity biffs are heading down there, for Pledge Week, trying to see which girls are going to take, for their sorority, not knowing that the animals have escaped and they're causing havoc. But soon enough that becomes evident that not only are the crocodiles out in the wild, but there's a shady company behind it all that are trying to capture the anacondas. They want the anacondas, and they don't know about the crocodiles. And the police force knows about the crocodiles, but they don't know about the anacondas. So when the two shall meet, right? So Yancy Butler plays Chief Reba, who runs Black Lake, and then Corin Nemec plays Tully, and he is for the Fish and Game Service, and they have to come up. They have to come up and help out each other. Will Toll, as Corin Nemec is played, his daughter was one of the pledges. So now he has more of an incentive to get down there and to rescue his daughter. And meanwhile, that's what happens. The animals soon run across the group of girls and a couple of other fellas, and it's all about Golden Corral time. So of course, they're trying to rescue the girls. The girls are trying to get out of there without getting chomped down. We have Robert Englund, who knows all about the anacondas, but he has taken the corporation's money and run with it. The corporation comes in there and they want their money back, and that's played by a very, very fine performance. To tell you the truth, I mean, she really was a raging bitch, and that was Annabelle Wright, who plays Sarah Murdoch. Ooh, man, great villainess. And so so that's what they do. They spend time running around the forest, trying to avoid bad CGI snakes and bad CGI crocodiles. This movie was a lot of fun. This movie was funny. This is actually billed as a horror comedy, and it is funny as hell. It's not to be taken serious in the slightest. It has its heart right on its sleeve. It knows what it is, and it's all right with that. The performances were all pretty good. Some new faces I have never seen before. And of course, Corin Nemec, we do know, being as he is a friend of the show's. We've had him come on here a couple of times to talk with us on 8 Questions With. And of course, Yancy Butler, who, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Yancy Butler should have been a big star. I mean, who didn't adore her in Hard Target, Witchblade, where she won a Saturn Award for that. But she has had some personal issues that have kept her off, has really sidelined her, and it's a real damn shame. I didn't even know this until I started doing research on this movie, that she has actually been arrested 3 times for drunk driving. That's not a good thing, right? And her voice is, it sounds like it's been dragged up and down the gravel driveway. Still got some fire in her eyes. Still can bring it if she has to, but it's just a real shame, because she's very talented, and she was cool, and she was really funny in this movie too, as Sheriff Reba. She has a lot of good liners, and the rapport she has with her Deputy Ferguson, was definitely the highlight of the movie. Those guys were cracking me up. Every time they were talking to each other, it was just laughs. Now, CGI is absolutely sci-fi level. It's really bad. Maybe Asylum level. I mean, maybe Kenny Jones can tell us that. If it was Asylum level, it's pretty bad. Considering that Sony has some money to put behind it, it's a little bit disappointing to see how bad the CGI was, but you could definitely tell this was made really on the quick. They flew over to, I think, Bulgaria or something like that, A lot of the actresses' names are all Eastern Europe actresses you've never heard of before. There's only a few Western names that you will. Being Corin, Yancy, Robert, Stephen, and Sky Laurie, who's a New Zealand actress. And if there's a few others there, but most of the time this is the Eastern Europe type of production to cut the budget. So you sort of think that they would have used that to made the CGI just a little bit better. But this is definitely designed to be shown on SyFy Channel. I did say that I did get the uncut version. So like I said, there are some language in there and some several topless shots, gratuitous topless shots that were in this movie as well. But none of that takes away from the fact that it was a fun movie, goofy, and not the last Lake Placid movie, by the way. This is only 5 of 6. After this movie came out, they came out with one more called Lake Placid Legacy, and that is where they are telling the origins of Black Lake and how the crocodiles got in there. I have not seen that out in the wild, so I will keep my eye out for it. I didn't even know it was out until I was doing my research for this. All right, so if anybody is a Anaconda fan or a Lake Placid fan, this is definitely right up your wheelhouse. You'll enjoy getting this and enjoy watching it. Don't forget that they are remaking Anaconda. They are remaking Anaconda. Now, will they remake it as the original one, which was extremely suspenseful, or will they do a horror comedy like this one, make it more for laughs? I'm tending to think that they're going to probably go more for the seriousness for it. I think it's going to be a little bit more heavier, like the first movie. As long as I don't have John Voight winking at the camera, right? I still think it'll be a more more straight out horror movie than it will be a horror comedy. But I'm just glad to see it getting remade. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. All right, that is it for Lake Placid Anaconda. Yeah. All right. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the channel. Hit the like button. That'll help too. Drop a comment. You guys have been dropping comments. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Comments and likes really help the channel out a lot. It tells the algorithm that people are engaged with the channel, which means that they'll be putting it up for more people to come watch and say hello. So any comments that you do, and try to make the comments relatable to the show, to the video. Don't come by and just say hello and then zip off, or because that doesn't really help anybody. Come by and give us some thoughts. We'd like to hear your thoughts about the movie. Pro or con. If you like my review or hate my review, just drop it down. All right, that's it for us. We will see you for Friday, where we'll be back with Dollar Theater, the Voters Edition, and we went all Rat Pack this Friday. The Rat Pack. I cannot wait to see which movie you guys picked out for this one. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Langford, and Joey Bishop. 4 movies out there for you to pick and choose from, and then me and the Cheetah will get into it. I cannot wait for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon. Peace.